The Cosmic Ghost Rider is everybody's favorite fiery anti-hero, but let's find out how Frank Castle became the man on fire. What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. This is iRate Reviews, the show where I go over a comic book, its story, its art, give you my impressions, and let you know whether it's something you should go back to the comic book shop for or not. Make sure you subscribe to get more of these every single week. The book that I want to talk about right now is Thanos number 16. So while we saw the reveal of Frank Castle as the Cosmic Ghost Rider in last issue, issue number 15, issue number 16 is going to get right to the meat and potatoes of it and give us the history, how this man actually made 3 different deals with the devil. So let's dive right in and see if we're worthy of the conclusion. As we leave off issue 15 of Thanos, we found out that Frank Castle is the man behind the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and when we open up issue number 16, we get more of the same, except we see him in his more natural state, as this man wielding weapons and just kind of blowing things apart, and there's some great backstory that's thrown in here by Donny, but we find them in the middle of this giant struggle between Thanos, the Mad Titan, and the rest of the heroes. So the Black Order is there, and then, all the heroes are kind of fighting, and what it comes down to is that Thanos is absolutely devastating and destroying the Earth. The heroes have no chance. There's this great little frame with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange getting blown away. There's this absolute nasty terribleness of Thanos ripping Iron Man apart as basically Frank Castle sits there desperate to help and contribute to this cause, and he calls out saying that he would do anything to get back at that purple bastard. And when somebody hears that, Mephisto in particular, he's just like, anything? You'll do anything? So for the first time, Frank Castle makes a deal with the devil and becomes the spirit of vengeance. Taking the place of Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch, he becomes the spirit of vengeance and goes to hunt people down and, make them pay with their penance. The problem is, Thanos destroyed the vast majority of the world, and to the point where there was no one left to kill, no one to exact vengeance for, no one to care about. And the devil, Mephisto, stopped even answering his calls. Of course, one day, somebody bursts upon the scene, eons, millennia later, and it's Galactus. And Galactus isn't here to devour Earth, he's here for help. He has been mortally wounded. He's pouring out this cosmic blood onto the ground, and the only person that he finds there that could possibly offer him assistance is Frank Castle's Cosmic Ghost Rider. But he's not Cosmic Ghost Rider yet. He's just Ghost Rider. And you can already tell that the time, the thousands of years where he's been on his own, has taken a toll on his psyche. He doesn't even know whether Galactus is real or not. And Galactus, as he sits, is essentially, he's desperate in this situation. Thanos has been wreaking havoc across the entirety of the Marvel Universe in his hunt to basically destroy every living being in an homage to his lady love, Death. Even though Thanos he's destroyed Attilan, he's destroyed the Skrulls, the Kree, the Shi'ar Empire is in ruins. The only person that's believed to have escaped is the last herald of Galactus, the Silver Surfer. So he tries to strike a deal. Frank Castle is more than happy to help Galactus with his situation, and in exchange for becoming his herald and giving him all those cosmic powers, he'll just let him eat Earth because there's not really much left. That's how he became the Cosmic Herald of Galactus, Frank Castle Ghost Rider, whipping around the bones of Cyttorak made into chains, and with the power cosmic at his fingertips on this fucking cool-ass ride. And then we see the final assault on Thanos. After Thanos has waged war for thousands of years, you've got Galactus coming in with his kind of tattered, rebellious armaments. He's got this gigantic cosmic gun, and it looks like it's going to be a giant final disappointment because Galactus gets his head blown off by Thanos almost immediately. Since Thanos can't kill this Herald of Galactus, he can't kill the Ghost Rider, and the Ghost Rider can't seem to kill Thanos, they enter into an agreement. And this is the third devil that he makes a bargain with, becoming the Rider, the black right hand of the Mad King Thanos, and their hunt to decimate and destroy the rest of the known universe. Of course, there is only one person left, Norrin Radd, the Silver Surfer who has escaped, and now they're in battle. As we saw at the end of issue number 15, the Fallen One leading the Annihilation Wave out of the negative zone is there, and he's fighting Thanos, and he's fighting King Thanos, and who's got the Sword of Surtur, and then you've got the Cosmic Ghost Rider wielding all these firearms. But the one thing that Thanos, the young Thanos, remembers that Cosmic Ghost Rider forgets is that he's got these kind of hellish rebuke powers as he goes like nuclear on everybody in the Annihilation Wave, leaving decimation and desolation all across the planet that was already there, but he's just making it worse and caught it on fire. Of course, it just leaves this one final conflict, because Norrin Radd, the Silver Surfer, he's not going to be done in by some simple flames of hell. He is going to be here, and he's here to stand up to King Thanos, and Thanos Thanos is just wondering, why did you take so goddamn long? And Norrin's got a pretty phenomenal answer. He wasn't waiting, he was working. And he was working on becoming worthy to hold the power of Thor as he grasps Mjolnir in his hands. And this just ratchets up the insanity for Donny Cates' version of Thanos. The art on it is continuing to be fantastic. Geoff Shaw has done a great job with this book, and it's a really serious departure from what he did on God Country, and I can't credit him enough for what he's done to bring his art to another level. The way that he's portraying these characters is amazing, and whether you're talking about the actual mythos of Thanos and what we kind of see here, the introduction of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is now getting his own new #1 issue coming out in July, written by Donny Cates, and the introduction of King Thanos, the idea of Thanos wins, how he kind of comes about those things, and the origin and evolution of Frank Castle in this role, and then bringing in the Silver Surfer with the Annihilation Wave, and now the power of Thor. This is going to be an ass kicker of a story and a great way to open up a new run for a new creative team. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I don't know why you guys aren't reading it. If you aren't, it's something that you're going to have to pick up and trade. It's going to become not necessarily one of the greatest Thanos stories, but one of the best in recent times, just for the outlandish nature and the excitement that it brings to people that are reading it. But I want to know what you guys think too, so hit me up in the comments down below and we can start that conversation. As always, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get more news, reviews, and commentary on comic books, comic book movies, comic book TV shows and games, and anything and everything inside the world of comics.